And welcome to all our viewers in Nigeria and around the world to News Cycle on Global Television, coming to you live from the nation's capital, Abuja. I am Jumai Manson. A quick reminder that Global Television is on DSTV channel 365 and Star Times channel 276. And on the news in full, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has dismissed allegations that he is behind defections from opposition parties to the ruling All Progressive Congress, insisting that he neither coerced nor pressured anyone to abandon their political platforms. The president made the remark during an interfaith iftar with senators at the presidential villa, where he addressed claims that his administration is working to weaken opposition parties. Responding to critics, Tinubu said such critics are entitled to their opinions, rejecting accusations of wrongdoing. The ongoing dispute between labor unions and the National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC, has entered its 7th day. As members of the Nigeria Labour Congress, NLC, Trade Union Congress, TUC, and Food, Beverage and Tobacco Senior Staff Association staged a demonstration at the agency's Isolo office in Lagos. Protesters chanting, "No work for us, no work for us," blocked access to the office, preventing staff from entering the premises for nearly 2 hours. Operations were temporarily suspended until officers from the Nigerian Police Udiolowo Division intervened. Reopening the entrance, the protests remained peaceful with no reports of violence. Meanwhile, organized labor in the Federal Public Service has issued a Friday deadline to the federal government, demanding the immediate release of funds set to 3 months outstanding wage awards and other pending allowances owed to workers across ministries, departments, and agencies. The leadership of the Joint National Public Service Negotiation Council convened the ultimatum in a letter addressed to the Federal Ministry of Labor and Employment, warning that failure to meet the February 27, 2026 deadline would compel the 8 unions in the civil service to take decisive action. The unions accused the government of withholding funds meant for workers, alleging that relevant agencies were prepared to process payment once the Ministry of Finance released the required funds. The Senate Committee on Finance has issued a warrant of arrest against the Registrar General of the Corporate Affairs Commission, CAC, Hussaini Iswak Magaji, over his alleged repeated refusal to honor invitations to appear before the committee. The warrant was issued during a budget defense session involving the federal government, the Federal Ministry, of Finance and its agencies. Chairman of the Senate Committee on Finance, Senator Sani Musa, accused the CAC boss of severely disregarding legislative summons and failing to account for issues relating to the Commission's revenue. Ahead of the National Convention of the All Progressive Congress, APC, the North Central APC Forum has urged President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to ensure the election of credible national officers for the party during the exercise. In a statement signed by its chairman, Saleh Zagzaga, the North Central APC Forum said, "It is imperative that the party begins consultations towards electing distinguished personalities with proven track records and experience to fill all the positions in the working committee, including the position of national chairman." The APC National Convention is scheduled to hold between 27th and 28th March 2026. National officers of the party who will form the National Working Committee, NWC, are to be elected at the convention. Minister of Information and National Orientation, Muhammad Idris, has reaffirmed Nigeria's commitment to strengthening bilateral ties with the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia through enhanced cooperation in media communication, economy, and security. The minister made this known while receiving the ambassador of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia to Nigeria, Yusuf bin Ahmed Ali Balawi, and his delegation at the headquarters of the Federal Ministry of Information and National Orientation in Abuja. Over now to Sadia Yakubu, and she tells us more.
Welcoming the ambassador, the Minister of Information